Hey, so now we can you can listen to me. Sorry, my microphone it's muted, but it's okay. I start again. So now we can. So I am Fernanda Cassol. I have 22 years old. I am Brazilian girl, and I am Costa Rica. For just for to know, I don't speak English a long time. Dearly, I speak Spanish all the day. So maybe sometimes I speak Spanish or Portuguese, but it's okay. We can try. Okay. So how I say again, IMCVP operation have three different drives that we need work all days, all the time. The first one is network, the second one product, and the third one is IR. So network. Here in Costa Rica, because we have just 4 LCs and now 1 extension, we have a good relationship and a near relationship with the entities, LCs, because we need to work together. So it's so important work with the BOVP, a BOVP board of VPs, because these people have but basically the decisions, and these people will implement the MC strategy basically. So it's so important work with this BOVP, and there are 4 touch points that I have all the month and weekly también. Oh, sorry, 2 with the VPs. So the first one is weekly meetings. All the weeks I have a meeting with the BOVP. I have 2 touch points, and touch points is normally in Monday because it's the first day of the week, and I have 30 minutes with the individuals VPs to speak more about the strategy of the week, the focus of the week, put next steps, and check the jobs that the last week. So it's so important to have these touch points for the 2 months. Then we start to work with the VPs, because the VPs don't have sometimes the focus, and sometimes don't have so many clear the strategies that we need work. So it's better. After, I have monthly one-to-ones with every single VP, because it's so important to evaluate the experience of these people. Of course, because how I say here in Costa Rica, we work so near of the VPs, we work together with the LCs. And the other is quarter team days, because I have 2 team days with the VPs, because it's so important to create a strategy, so important to create a connection, and all the things like that. After, how I work with the members. And members, I talk about the members, the VPs, the team leaders, and what else. So I have monthly network chats. That means every month I have 1 call with the whole network to speak more about the monthly strategy, speak more about the results, speak more about the behaviors and campaigns that we need working this month, and of course evaluate the last month in the learnings that we have. After conference and summit, it's so important. I have this touch point with the people. Functional visits. How work the functional visits here in Costa Rica? Basically, I have functional visits all the months, with exception in the months of there is a conference. But the functional visit is just how I say. I have a touch point individual with the VP, and after with the members, and work together. We have how I working time together, because it's so important that members see the MCVP working, have como put the how I say the strategy, and understand the people, and This connection is also important here. So it's really, really important that for oGV have functional vis all the months with the oGV members. After NEC, so it's so important to have a national education cycle, not just virtually, but have in the physical touch points, and R&R too, because we need, how I say, take and give more goodness, more emotional thing for the members, but basically. But R&R is a strategy of OD, but of course operations is insider. And after, and last one is my network manager with the STs. This semester I work different, and I have just 2 ASTs. The first one, AST IR. So this person is the person that we work with the communication with the partners and evaluate the goals, the results, conversion rates, DAO in general, and I will work with AST OGT. What means this? Because here in Costa Rica, the OGT is just work and manage at national level. So I am, of course, MCVP OGV here in Costa Rica, but I have the second role, and that is work with OGT at national level. But I need a person that supports me because it's so hard, of course, manage 2 products. So I will work with this ST basically to just manage the process, the EPs that speak with us like, I need to do an internship, blah blah blah. So we can we don't have a strategy attraction for the OGT, just for to know, because we just don't work so well with the product because we don't have time. But if I have a person that can support me, of course, we can create more strategy about education, process, IR, and etc. So just for to know, I will work just with the 2 people. And of course, if you apply for MCVP OGV, it's important to know because we need to manage OGT too. Okay. Okay. This part, the first part, is about network. You know, the first driver that I spend 8% of my time and manage it is network, because how I say, it's so important work with the people together, because in Costa Rica, not just como the MC create a strategy, but we create with the LCs, with the AVPs strategy, because we need to implement it together. So it's also important that there is a relationship near. And after, we need work about the product and what is the current state of the oGV here in Costa Rica. So the 1st of August until now, we have 140, I don't know the number, sorry, approvals. So you can, how you can look, we increase the results. Nosotros estamos creciendo 39%, como 39%, but said but true, in realizes and finish it and complete it, we have a decrease. Of course, you can look in the, I don't know, core X, but whatever. Why we decrease in these numbers? Because we didn't have that pipeline of realizations, of course, but because, as you know, in America, there is a little problem that we focus all the time in approvals, but don't guarantee the people will realize to internship in the correct timeline. So, of course, we have this decrease in these results, but I expected, really, I want to change this panorama. Basically now in February about the completed, because now we have so many problems, the platform, that don't appear for the EPs, like the standards and the survey. So it's important have account this, but we can change. About the conversion rate. Now, until since the 1st of August until now, we have these results. To apply it, of course, we need change this conversion rate because we need increase the result. But how we have here, we have an applicant until accepted 82% the conversion rate. So it's a good result because, of course, we started working better with cooperation. And if you EP apply for the one cooperation, of course, the EP need be accepting this opportunity. So the conversion rate here is better, and accept approval too. Approve realizing, and so realize finish it, but finish to complete the look again. It's a worse result that you have because now, how I say, you didn't have so many realizations pipeline, but we need guarantee that the people that come back to Costa Rica have the standard debrief, and after the brief, Jenning, the survey with the standards, but we need a good platform to do this. And after we have through the information management. So about the product, we need to know the current state and the conversion rates that you have now. And about the tools that you manage here in Costa Rica, we have the podium. The podium is for the EPs, of course, the EPs that apply and the EPs, the experience, the value delivery, that change the name, value delivery experience, and all the things like that. But we use to Drive Hub because you have so many documents and materials in Drive here. And Mail Grupo, of course, I pretend send the emails all the week for the VPs, but of course for the members too. And we have the two tools that you manage here in terms of operations. The first one is MarCR 2, but basically this tool is about the opens until completed, all the results of all the else's. You can check this Excel, but this tool. And for the next semester, we will manage the bit.ly/MarCR 3, but we don't have it with now the the better IR tool, but we work in this tomorrow, so we will have a national IR tool too, because it's better for the LCs create this mindset, of course, that work with data and work better with the corporations. So you have, but for now, you can check these tools. And about the timeline. Look, now we have, in terms of signups, the big peak about this is August and September, and after February, March, and April. So this is the timeline for the signups. So we need here attraction strategy, digital marketing, and physical touch points. Here in Costa Rica, the people work a lot and work better with the standards, but basically is not an event, but the members of the oGV go in the university and put folders, flyers, and speak with the people to the internship, blah, blah, blah. After we have the timeline of applicants, they spend more August, September, October, and after March, April, May, accepted how you see, look, accepted September, October, November, November, sorry, April in May, and approval is the biggest peak is October, November, of course, November with the Black Friday, and after April and May. In terms of realizations, we have December and January, in June, in July. And completed August, September, and March, and April. Just for to know about the realizations, we don't have a big peak in the June and July, because here in Costa Rica there is just 4 weeks to the vacations, holidays, and the people valorizate a lot the university. So it's also difficult sell for this university people because it's not our big market. Spend 2 weeks more in the exchange. It's so hard, but not impossible. But just for to know, this December and January is the big peak of the realizations, and June and July not. But just for to know too, in this peak, June and July, we'll work with the 4 weeks pilot, because Costa Rica applied for this, and we have the opportunity to work with the project with just 4 weeks, and probably we can increase our results about it. And here you can see the timeline of the focus that we need work. So now in February and March, we need focus a lot about complete, and after signups, approve, realize. In April, May, change the focus, because we need get more approvals, and after signups, complete, realizes. And June and July, we have focus in realizations, of course, completed, approvals, signups. Just for to know, because we need to do this all the months we need work with signups, applicants, blah blah, approvals, complete realizations. All the months we need work with this, but we need focus, of course, because if the MCVP don't have focus, imagine the VPs. So it's also important take account this. And about campaigns, in this semester, this last semester, we work with 2 big campaigns, basically. Of course, IXP is the first one. We have just 29 approvals. EY. It's important to take account, because here in Costa Rica don't have how I say, a best mindset about XP. So we don't have with a lot of members that wanna have experience with not with in the XP, because normally the people want to work in Isaac all the days, blah blah, and don't spend more time to doing the XP. But we need changes in minds, of course. Now we have a recruitment process, and with the people that start working Isaac in February and March, we need to work a lot mindset that if you are a new member, we need to take XP in this year, of course. And of course, Black Friday. So it's a big strategy that all Americas, of course, all the world work, but all Americas in focus all the time, all the month, how with the crazy people work all the time, 24 hours per day, la la la. So in this November, we have good results, of course, because we increased our results here. We have 75 approvals, and it's also amazing campaign. But of course, it's a specific month that you have this result. We need change, of course, our results all the months, but November was the month that increased our results. Okay. And last one, IR. So about IR, we have, of course, partners, and we have the best partners that you have so many results, but you have all the more partners that we need increase more results too, because it's good partners, of course. So how you can look, the first one, of course, is Brazil. We have so many results with Brazil at this picture. After Mexico and Colombia is the three best top that we work. And after we have Guatemala and Panama, that we need increased results because we need invest more in strategies and work with these people. And after we have Portugal and Morocco, that is a new supply that we work this semester because we need, of course, a supply in terms of Europe, in terms of the Asia too, because we have EPs that have interest in travel to these countries. So, what is the results about of which one of these countries? We have here this table. Basically, I put all the results of since 1st August until now about Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Guatemala, Panama, Portugal, and Morocco. How look now you can see about the approvals. We have basically 52 with Brazil and 27 with Mexico and 90 with Colombia. And of course, it's a good result, but you can increase more these partners. In Guatemala and Panama, we have more results, but not is a lot of the results, so we need to invest more in these corporations. And of course, Portugal and Morocco don't exist results basically because it's a cooperation that will start working in the last semester. We work with Egypt, but there is some problems about delivery, some things like that I just decided to don't work at national level with Egypt, just with Morocco. And bottlenecks in evolutions. So the first one, process time, the open until approval. Because here in Costa Rica, we don't have, unfortunately, you don't have this mindset of the members that we need to contact these people and have two opportunities for the EP apply and the interview and the contract, pay, blah, blah, in 1 week. Now it's changed a little bit, this mindset, but you need more putting actions, of course. So you have a long process time because there is so many excuses about that, but the EP don't answer me, the EP don't have the money, the EP, blah, blah, blah. But of course, we need to work more about sales education. That is a bottleneck, of course, evolution about the sales of the members. Because here we work with the speed selling. Of maybe you how I say listen about it, this method. But it's so easy. But the members, of course, some members, not at all, don't put in practice this method. Of course, we have not a good sales, but a sales so. We need changes. Of course, mindset, fixed mindset, and what's meaning this? Because of course, in Costa Rica, we have near relationship with the exes where we work together, etc. But this relationship create, of course, bad things like dependence of the MC. So sometimes the VPs have this, how I say, it's difficult that create, innovate some things in your project because just wait for the MC strategy. Of course, it's not, there is not a good behavior, but we need, of course, evaluate it and change these behaviors in the network. After we have digital marketing, because now we don't have a stronger digital marketing because LCs don't have don't have the, how I say, the clarity to work with this and don't understand as well the market public that you work at. In again, we don't have to how I say, lead the nurturing strategy so clear to work with the EP. So we need work better and have more strategy to of course, and the market side about how manage the EPs virtually, because of course the digital marketing change so many things and have more results. We don't, because we put so many, how I say, so many strategy work blah physically. Yeah, of course the members have more tired with this, so we need work better with the attraction and the nurture phase about the marketing and members commitment. It's a it's a good thing because we have so many members, but some members don't have clarity about how they work in Isaac, the purpose, blah blah. So it's a ghost members, but we need, how I say, work with better with these members with the VPs, of course, because the MC don't, how I say, the MC como no debería work with the work this mind, this purpose with the members all the day, of course, in touch points like conference, summit, blah, blah, of course. But the VPs, there is a foundation paper, I don't know how I say, papel fundamental in this case, with the one-to-ones, of course, in the weekly meetings, blah, blah, and routine. Because unfortunately here in Costa Rica, the four LCs and now the extension don't have how I say, physical committee. Work more in the universities and virtually in whatever in the place. But of course, if you don't have a physical LC, normally the members don't have the routine, don't create the connection and all the things like that, because if you have a LC, all the time you go there and work there and have meetings there and have the connection and motivation, whatever, all the events in the physical committee. So it's, of course, it's a problematic that you have, that we need take account here, because all the functional visits, meetings, whatever, we need get a LC, sorry, a space in the university to work it. So it's hard, difficult, but not impossible to, of course, work in the universities in the virtual calls. But if you, it's a one thing that the next MC can change a little bit. And just for to know, it's for my side is this. Thank you, of course. We need to take account, and so the network, the product, and IR all the time, all the strategy we can. We need to put these three drivers inside it. And I don't know if all the things is clear for you, because how I say, my English not is the best, but I can try. You can ask me in Portuguese, in Spanish, in English, of course, if you want it. I will check if you have some questions. And let me check. In my font, I don't have questions. Yes, I don't have questions. until now, but you can contact me after, of course, to ask more about oGV, reality, and all the things. But my big point here is because my chat, I try get more real the reality about Costa Rica, because when I apply for Costa Rica, of course, we listening about some things, but we need to know more the reality. We need more to know more the things, the diary things, because how is the network? So how I explain, it's so work. We need to work so near of the people, how the project is, because we need, of course, know about the results, but need to know about the tools, about to know the what thing more at the strategy that that I managed in the last semester, and about IR, of course, the big partners, the results. And I don't know if, of course, if you have any question after, you can send me a mail. Just for to know, my mail is, bueno, I will put in the comment in the Facebook my mail para just for to know now. But yes, is this? Thank you very much, and sorry for the English. I don't know, and like this. Thank you. See you. Kisses.